Hello, I'm here. My name is Cy Hamlin. I've aged a few days. I'm 88, and I still reside in the same place, the Veterans section. I have to look to see of Sunnybrook. As the Chinese say, we live in exciting times. And I look at the states, and I think they've got a president that just possibly may be able to bring them back from the brink. We have prayers, promises, and now we need performance. And that will take everybody. He can't do it by himself. But what I admire is that he has set up a plan, but he's prepared to modify it if necessary. In other words, he's quick on his feet. You're going to need somebody like that in the vastly, quickly changing times. Now, that isn't what I wanted to speak about, really. What I speak about was life, what I think of life. This is a personal view, but everybody should have a view of some sort. We are all similar, but we are different individually. Now, I was fortunate. I inherited, so I think, brains from my father and my mother. Now, I had an extra gift from my mother. She was Irish. That means that she could think and express herself in colorful terms with meaning. Now, I have here an excerpt from John Fitzgerald Kennedy. He said, George Bernard Shaw, speaking as an Irishman, summed up an approach to life. Other people, he said, see things and say why. But I dream things that never were, and I say why not. It is that quality of the Irish, that remarkable combination of hope, confidence, and imagination. And I have thought, I think all the time, and I thought imagination is thought in free flight. Emotion is the catalyst of creation. Nothing is so, but thinking makes it so. The mind creates, the spirit lives. Now, what I say is just personal. It doesn't apply to anybody, except you all must walk your own path in life and follow your own star. I'm fortunate that where I am in that position. I can do freely what I want to do without any restriction, and I like that. Now, I often think about life. I think differently than a lot of people. Maybe I'm a nut, I don't know. But I wrote this, the eternal search for the Holy Grail, the furthest star, the unobtainable goal. How to retain the wonder, awe, and the acceptance of a child. Seeing the world for the first time with an appreciation of its beauty before the innocence is lost in the strident, incessant search for the knowledge of the adult. The cruelest cut of all is that we don't even realize that we're losing the Garden of Eden. that the serpent is us, that the apple of knowledge can be a bit of fruit. We put a face on good and evil, and it's our face, a human face. Now, as we go through life, we get older, and we've lost the wonder of a child who's seeing everything for the first time. And we have to use our imagination. Imagination colors things. It takes events and creates memories. And if you don't do this, you're not living, you're existing. Now, I read a quote, if I can find it. I lose things quite often. You know, the one thing that governs everything, I think, is this: time. Everything takes time, not just the more normal, ordinary things that we have, but life itself from the beginning of time. If there is a beginning, there certainly is never an end. I'm sorry, I have notes. I have a brain, but I've lost both. I know that Einstein said, and he had his tongue in his cheek a little bit, but I think he does acknowledge that it happens. That is, that imagination can be of great assistance. And you can see this. I'll read it out. When I examine myself and my methods of thought, I come close, underline that, I come close to the conclusion that the gift of imagination has meant more to me than my talent for absorbing absolute more knowledge. Now, he also said, and I don't know where I've lost the quote, that the gift of imagination made his life a lot more interesting. And this is what you have to do. As a child, it's all new and has wonder. But as an adult, you have to create that wonder. Now, there's a piece that I wrote on life, my life, not yours. We all have our own point of view, and it's contained in this. I give it to my friends. And what I wrote was, the joy of life, that's for me, is to travel the pathways of one's mind. What delightful discoveries lie ahead around the bend and over the hill. Life is time, a beginning and an end. Seldom do we think of its inevitability. The time between is life with all its vicissitudes, its peaks of joy, its valley of despair. Walk with faith and live with hope. Yesterday is lost in the mists of time. Tomorrow is just over the horizon. Today is the present, the gift of God. Cherish it, use it. We will not walk this way again. Now, Carl Gustav Jung stated, as far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light in the darkness of mere being. I try. Well, my time is over, and I have to say goodbye. Thank you.